What's up, everybody? Mr. Dude here, and welcome to FS17 Let's Play Single Player Series in Sosnovska. Okay, so I decided to do the Let's Play on the Eastern European map because, well, I've already got a I have a multiplayer server on the new American map, and I do a lot of other stuff on the American map, so I just wanted to go ahead and do my single player on this map. This is set on normal settings as far as the economy and the difficulty level is concerned, so I'm hoping that it's not as grindy. So this is not going to be the series to watch if you're looking for mod updates and that sort of thing. This is basically I'm going to do what the game lets me gives to me as far as, you know, the game mechanics, and that's kind of it. So I did go ahead and get a head start on the farm because this is my third attempt at starting this video because my computer keeps doing stuff like popping up windows with automatic updates and requests and sort of things, and it's upsetting me. Hence why some of the equipment is starting to go already. So right now what we are doing is we were moving some equipment throughout the farm to kind of get stuff going. So we are going to get started on some cultivating. We don't start off with a lot of equipment. We really do need a plow because the plowing is a requirement. I will say that I do have a couple. I do have a mod on here so far. I have the drive control mod. So if you look at the bottom right of your screen there, you can kind of see the up and down arrow. That is the drive control mod. It's pretty nice. I like it better, especially since I do use a G27 to do my farming. It is pretty nice to have that feature. So yes, I am going to go ahead and begin the plowing process. Ugh. I am not the best at running equipment, so I will be the first to admit that I'm not very good at running equipment or driving in a straight line. But I enjoy this game. This game's very relaxing. It's a lot of fun, and yes. So the goal initially, okay, is I think we want to get into one of the animals, and that's basically where the money's at. It's either animals or, you know, some of the root crops like sugar beets or potatoes. So we do have a couple fields. We start with field 14 and 19. So that is a plus as far as some land to work and that sort of thing. I don't know. I think we're going to go and try and get into, I mean, you can get into sugar beets fairly quickly. Now, price per unit isn't very high, but the yield is extremely high. So we can investigate and see what it's going to take to get into that. And don't worry about the missed spots. If you see them while I'm plowing, I am going to fix that. So yeah, let me look over here. And I'm just kind of plowing so that I can, so that at some point when that tractor needs, or that harvester needs emptied, I can go ahead and empty it. Concentrating and finishing my thoughts at the same time is not one of my better strong suits, so you may discover that I may not finish a sentence or a thought. It happens. So anyways, that's going to be the strategy. So if you guys are kind of looking to see, alright, which approach is best, or an approach, I wouldn't necessarily call it the best approach, you know, but it is an approach. So, you know, the strategy here is going to be, okay, get into the sugar beets and then increasing the yield on the fields that I do have. Oh, let's go ahead and do a pass through here because I did miss all of this. All right. So we are starting here and getting this field going. So the next purchase, I think, is going to be some sort of fertilizer. We're going to need some sort of liquid sprayer or dirt sprayer, whichever, or granulizing spreader, whichever one. We're gonna need one or the other though in order to add another fertilization layer to crops, because I do believe you're supposed to, like, there's 3 layers of fertilization that increase your yield, which is pretty cool if I don't say so myself. So that'll be exciting. Also, I just want to go ahead and invite you to check out some of the other videos on the channel. Once again, I do a mod spotlight series. I also have a brand spotlight for some of the newer brands. So some of you guys that may not be familiar with Farming Sim and just kind of want to see what types of equipment there are in the game, I do a brand spotlight with some of the newer brands in the game. So that'll be a fairly short series because I'm probably going to concentrate on some of the newer brands. And then the longer series will be the mod spotlights and that sort of thing. We're starting to see already some of the mods from FS15 get ported over. So we'll take a look at those and see how they work in 17. And then I know some of the bigger map makers were kind of figuring things out, especially those guys that like to do the 4X maps. There are some modified maps out there. We will take a quick look at those at some point. You know, we'll do a feature on each one of those, but you know, eventually what's going to happen is the next single player series will be on a modded map. Not sure which one, just that the next single player season will be on a modified map. So once I get a good rhythm going as far as the scheduled posting of videos, I will kind of get that going, so that yeah, I'll get that going, or let you guys know on that, so that you guys have an idea as to the schedule and what to look forward to. Try to get consistent. I do have a day job, so I mean, obviously, I think I have, as of the recording of this video here, I have a grand total of 6 subscribers, and total channel views are under 800. So it's not like I'm super big time or anything. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I enjoy it. I enjoy putting together stuff. Okay, so now we have... Okay, we're going to go ahead and hire a worker here and get into the other tractor. Turn that on. Let's go ahead and... How do I open the cover? I don't know how to open the cover, and it's not telling me. Because the controls 5 plus 6. I don't know what the open cover is. Oh, no, that's get out. Okay. P, no. L. Okay, so N is open cover. Yeah. For some reason, the HUD's not telling me. I don't know if it has something to do with the steering wheel. You know, new game, you gotta learn new stuff. Alright, so we shall link up with him here. We're gonna let him empty off there. I do like the new case harvester. That's pretty cool. To have some of that older equipment in the game. There was Giants did have a mod where they kind of gave you like really old rusty tractors for your farm, which was pretty cool. Boy, this other... Alright. And we'll get out of the way here. And turn that off, and then we'll catch up to this guy here, and we'll keep plowing. Appreciate your assistance. We'll keep trucking along here. So yeah, we'll have to run through these fields a few times, kind of get things going. What? How is that? That's weird. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go through the field and pick up the empty spots. Now this game is a bit grindy at first, so you're going through and kind of trying to figure things out. And I'll try to keep the episodes to where we're doing some interesting things. Try to keep a lot of this monotonous work back and forth, all the back and forth stuff, out of the on-camera stuff, and kind of do this kind of behind the scenes to kind of keep things interesting for you guys. A lot of this monotonous stuff is pretty good for like streamers and stuff like that. I don't know how right now with my work schedule and everything else. I don't really have time to stream. I kind of just squeeze in times to record as it turns out now. So quite often I record in the evenings. Do grindy, I'll kind of record earlier on and then do all the grind work depending on the game that I'm playing after that. And then right before bed, I typically edit one video and let it render while I go to sleep. And then in the morning, I get up a little extra early before I go to work, and I will get it posted on YouTube. And then usually on the weekends, I do a lot of recording to kind of get ahead on content for the week. for the Monday through Friday, just to kind of get ahead on things. And that's pretty much my schedule. So as long as my schedule stays the same at work, then it kind of works out. But sometimes things happen, and so then I have to kind of work ahead in order to keep producing content. So the goal is to have one video per day. That is the goal, at least for the time being. As I get better at it, and it really just depends on the game. Right now I'm only playing Farming Sim because that's pretty much all I have time to play right now, and the different things that I'm doing. It's the game I enjoy the most. And then after a while I'll kind of, every once in a while, you might see a Euro Truck video on the channel or something like that. I've got a couple things. I also have a video about installing my GTX 1060. So at some point when I get around to it, I will produce that video, but I recorded that video on my iPhone, and then I have to take that and convert the file over and do all the fun things with that. So that one probably won't come out for a while. Because one of the things too is I like to watch the video footage. I like to watch the video footage unedited before I put it into the video editing software, and then after that, then I'll go through and edit it, and then that way I don't have to watch the whole video all the way through. I could just watch the parts that are pertinent, the transitions and that sort of thing. So, but I do try to watch all my videos once before uploading. So, yeah. So we've kind of been at this for about 17 minutes. And I've kind of talked your ear off about what I plan on doing. So yeah, we're going to kind of get some of these crops sold off, get the fields turned around, replanted, and then, like I said, I'm probably going to take a loan out to get into the beet harvesting, because it's a high yield product. So if I can do that, then we're going to be in business as far as making the money. So yeah, at this point, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep up with things, Farming Sim, or just simulator games in general, or just kind of support a new guy starting a YouTube channel. I know there's tons and tons of YouTube channels out there, but subscriptions are free, so please go ahead and subscribe. Also, tell your friends about the channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out of your day to watch the videos. And if there's any constructive criticism, please put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you, and let me know what you would like to see, find out about, so on and so forth. So once again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.